Hello and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD here on a Hidden Triforce YouTube channel. This episode we are going to explore Dragon Roost Island and see what all there is to do on here. We're going to kind of set the grounds for some heart pieces later on, work our way into the first dungeon of the game, and just meet some new important characters that we will be dealing with a lot during the, the sequence of events going on throughout the Wind Waker. So first thing we need to do is just kind of clear a path. There's a bunch of bombs bomb plants located all around. You normally see these on mountains with Gorons, but in this game it's a mountain with Ritos, so almost the same. But we're going to just bomb our way up the mountain and slowly work our way into the cavern. I don't know if these guys realize that there is an indirect path up into their way. It looks like they destroyed their bridge for some reason, or something, or somebody did destroy that bridge right there, so they don't want people getting in, and they fly, so they can just fly their way up, and they don't really need a bridge. But I guess they don't like visitors, or something's going on. Whoops, I'm still messing up the controls a little bit trying to drop that, and I'm throwing it instead. Anyways, in this episode we're going to meet the Rito chieftain, Medli and Prince Komali, who is a little whiner, Justin Bieber kind of character, and this dude who we saw earlier. Nope, our sister is still gone, so what we're going to do, once he finishes yapping, is go hear what's going on here on Dragon Roost Island, see what we can do to help, and take things from there. Alrighty. So, alright. We're going to be playing the postage mini game, which is a lot of fun, kind of irritating at times, but fun. And talk to these guys. We've got a lot of cutscene kind of taking place and a lot of dialogue. But essentially the problem is that these guys here, these Ritos, who are an evolution of Zoras, which makes zero sense whatsoever, one of the most dumb-witted things that has happened in the Legend of Zelda series. The world is covered in water, so our water-based race turns into flying creatures so they can survive and adapt. But the Gorons, who can't swim and die in water, they live just fine. Don't worry about them. So doesn't make any sense at all. But these Rito, essentially these Zora bird creatures, when they reach age, they have to go get their wings from the dragon, who may or may not be a descendant of Volvagia, or Volvagia, I don't know how you pronounce it, from Ocarina of Time. It's hinted at in Hyrule Historia, but it's not exactly clear or not, so kind of an interesting thing to think about. And once they get their wings, they can learn to fly. And unfortunately for them, something is bothering Valoo right now, so he is not really being nice, not giving out any wings to the youngsters, and we have to go figure out a way to fix the Great Valoo's irritability. So let's go meet Medli, as he is advising us to go do. Plus we get this sweet swag. What do we get? Delivery bag. Some reason he thinks that we're going to be needing to deliver items along the quest for whatever reason, or maybe he just likes Link a lot and it's a gift of endearment. Either way, you go fly off. Now they fly, but they have a ramp, so they used to host people before they broke their bridge and cut off all ties to civilization. But for now, we need to just go right here. And there's Medli. She's a cutie. So essentially, these Ritos are just, they look like Hylians, but they have the pointed ears. They look like humans or humanoid, except they have a duck face at all times. And some of them get wings. She doesn't seem to have her wings yet, though I'm sure she'll get them if she works real hard. She duck facing. Alright, so got that. Now we need to just go back down. A lot of going back and forth and up and down in this episode. We need to go this way. Cool. I like the the design of this door here. It looks like a face with a humongous mouth and scary teeth. Not really sure what the meaning of it is, but it's kind of odd that they have it there. It kind of reminds me of something that you would see in Shadow Temple, Ocarina of Time, or somewhere else. Not really on a home of a little kid, actually. So, a little depressed, mopey kid at that. And what we should do is we should just grab this pearl and make a run for it. This kid can't take us in a fight. But instead, we're going to help them out. He'll give it to us once we figure out what's wrong with Valoo. Apparently a scale makes these guys' wings grow. However they figure that out. These Ritos were like, oh, there's too much water. Where the Zoras were like, there's too much water. I don't know what to do now. Don't know how I can swim in that much water. So I'm just going to find this random dragon, ask him for a scale, and learn to fly instead. Evolution at its finest, Darwin would be proud. Anyways, now that we have that, we're going to take a quick detour to play, this Post-its sorting minigame. There's several levels to it. We need to work our way up. This is a great way to make money in Wind Waker if you happen to need a lot of money, because you get paid bank by the time it's over. Your pay gets upgraded as you complete higher levels and sort more in the same amount of time. The highest you ever have to do is sorting 25 within the limit, which isn't really all that hard. You can mess up several times. The hardest part is it's kind of a random thing, because sometimes they'll have like 4 in a row and it's really easy, and other times you're going top left, bottom right, top left, bottom right, top left, and it's just you run out of time because there's not enough time to go that fast. Like I've missed several, and I got 28, which is actually one of the highest I've ever gotten. Yeah, he only pays 1 rupee for every 2 at the moment, which is garbage for all that work. Now, I wish that it would just like, hey, you did 25, you're set, you don't have to keep doing this, but that's unfortunately not how this works. So, I need to actually get my way through by just doing this again and again until I get to the level he wants me to. And it takes 3 tries, or 3 completed goals. So, if things are going well, all I need to do is get 20, so you can go really like slowly and be fine. Yeah, I've got 20. I've hit 25, 2 in a row, which is again the most you need. So, alright, 1 rupee. The higher your salary. That's economics. That's not economics, but we'll ignore that. Alright, so now, even though I've done 28 and 25, he now needs to see me do 25 so I can prove that I'm good at this. Now, I'm going to actually not get 25, I think. Now that I've been doing it again and again, I'm just going to mess up a ton. Yep. I was kind of hoping that they would have this minigame be on the Wii U gamepad, where it would just be touchscreen and I wouldn't have to like use the controller stick and go up and down, because it's really irritating to... Whoops, I got 24. Of course. Yeah, that's not good enough. If I average out, I've got like 26. So that should count, but let's do it one more time. Once you do get 25, your salary goes up to 2 rupees per letter, so you can get like 50 plus rupees for every 30 seconds, which is really good, especially if you're playing the original Wind Waker on the GameCube and you have to do the Triforce collecting quest where you have to pay Tingle to decipher your charts. This is a great way to make money. And I'm going to get 24 again. That's irritating. Alright, 3rd time's the charm for this. After I've done it so many times in a row, I now need to actually do it right. So, we will go ahead and play this game one last time, and hopefully I'll get 25. I'm gonna stretch my hands out, and here we go. I kind of suck at this. Not one of my favorite minigames, but whatevs. Not off to a good start. Again, it's kind of random. If you get a lucky streak, you're set. Other times it's just kind of irritating. I can see why they didn't make it on the gamepad. That would probably be way too easy, but I can be hopeful and wish. Yeah, I'm gonna breeze through this. Got 27, second highest for the video. Alright, good to go. Now the reason I play this so much, alright, now I get 3 rupees for it, but the reason I play this so much is because after we beat the dungeon, we can come back later and sort another 25 letters with the assistant to the post office, and then he gets so excited that you end up getting a heart piece out of the ordeal. But we'll get to that in 3 videos from now. We'll get to that. Alright, so now what we need to do is Medli needs to reach there. I'm not really sure. She does have wings apparently. Just they don't stick off her like some of the other ones. And let's see. Blah 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 blah. She can't jump. We have to hold her because she can't jump and do it on her own. So we're gonna pick her up and throw her up there. And while we have the Wind Waker yet, we can't control the winds, so we can't really control what's going on here. We just have to wait until you see the wind blowing in that direction and just give her a throw. I'm sure she could fly over to that rock and do it. I mean, I saw some of these other Ritos, they just like get wind underneath their wings and they fly whenever they want, and they just like get up and go, no problem. I guess she hasn't mastered her flying skills yet, or whatever the case. So now we need to follow her, of course, and she's not going to like help us up in any way. So she did give us this bottle, which is the first bottle that we'll get here in the Wind Waker, and what we need to do is just immediately fill up with some water, which is delicious and yummy, and will be poured on something dry and withered like your mama. No, your mom jokes. And there's thankfully some bomb plants. Just everything is so convenient in this game. I'm sure this is all that happens, and Legend of Zelda, they're passing down a story. This young lad coincidentally just found a bottle right where he needed everything, and everything fell into place for him. So the best way to do this is to just hold the bomb until it's ready to explode, throw it down, and the rock will detonate. You can also just try and land the bomb on the rock, but that's a little bit harder, so I really suggest just doing what I just did there. It's a little bit easier and will save you time most likely. So thankfully, we can just do this. Medli probably should have just waited for us. We could have gone in together, and she would not have gotten kidnapped, and would not have had any problems. But that's not how things work. So, oh well. Now we have one last quick thing to do before we enter Dragon Roost Cavern, which will be the start of our next video, and that is to throw bombs into here, into these 2 things. Harder said than it looks at times, just because of the angle and everything, but patience. Remember, sometimes I get this in 1 try, sometimes it takes me like 20 tries. But after we get this last one here, we're set, and that's going to conclude this episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD here on Hidden Triforce. Don't forget to subscribe, leave some comments for sure, and definitely like the video. And I will see you guys next time as we explore Dragon Roost Cavern and try and see what's going on with the Great Valoo and rescue Medli while we're at it. Thanks everybody, have a good one.